In part 3 of this chapter, we will explain what needs to be considered when existing events and reports have to be corrected. FOSS is checking incoming data continuously for plausibility. Check algorithms cover the correct input sequence as well as a cross-check of the content of the reports. The first function is obvious. Events and reports have to follow a logical order, for example, departure, pilotage, sea passage, etc. And reports and events, which have to be input as pairs, should be complete as pairs. Input errors are already limited by the built-in guidance system, as long as the Enable All function is not used excessively. This function has been explained in detail in part 1 of the videos. The second part is focusing on the content of the reports. Some checks are performed already during the input of data, others in the log abstract. The focus is on consumption and navigation data. For fuel consumption, SmartLog is offering an input range based on the performance data of the engines. These are available in the ship master data. Voyage-related data are cross-checked by means of dead reckoning and performance data. This means the theoretical distance between two position reports should match with the manual inputs or with the position transmitted by the GPS. All this should ensure that the reports created by SmartLog provide a maximum of reliability and require only a minimum of manual corrections. To minimize the workload, it is strongly recommended to correct any inconsistencies as soon as possible, simply because every change has an impact on other reports and events, as well as on EU and IMO reporting. The latest software version 5.09, released in November 2024, provides new means for the in-time detection of reporting inconsistencies and for history correction. Inconsistencies can be detected directly on board or onshore. On board, the SmartLog application itself offers a plausibility check and a description on the error page. Onshore inconsistencies are indicated on the log abstract page of the FOSS dashboard. On the vessel page, you will get immediately a notice when plausibility errors occur. A yellow exclamation mark informs about inconsistencies. You can either scroll through the list and check the additional information of highlighted events and reports, or you can switch directly to the summary page. The content is the same. For better understanding of the new software features, we will have a look on some examples in the SmartLog application. You will easily recognize the user-friendliness of the new SmartLog release. Instead of correcting inconsistencies, event by event or report by report, the new Sync All button allows batch corrections within seconds. Before starting with corrections, we will create a backup of the existing reporting sequence to have a fallback position in case we get stuck. The first example will be a simple change of a timestamp, in our case, for a begin of pilotage event. After changing the timestamp, all subsequent reports are highlighted. The reason for this is a recalculation of these reports, which requires a new synchronization. A click on the error page gets you a summary. The solution is simple. You can click on the Sync All button on the error page and synchronize all reports in one step. The same button is available on the Voyage page too. Alternatively, you can resend each report individually. We will go for the Sync All button. The second example is the most common case, a correction of the fuel consumption. First, we go to the entry field and correct the fuel consumption value. Same as in the previous example, after resending the corrected report, all subsequent reports require again a new synchronization. By using the button Sync All, this is done automatically for all reports. The character of the third case is different. When changing a timestamp, which affects the time span between two reports, and therefore the operating time and fuel consumption of engines, more manual work is required. In our example, we will change the timestamp of a departure event. This generates two error messages. The first one is generated by an inconsistency for all operating hours and fuel consumption. The second is a synchronization error of the next report. We start with correcting the operating hours and consumption data of all affected engines. When this is done, we will resend the departure report. The change of operating hours creates further synchronization errors. The synchronization for all reports is done the same way as in the previous examples by means of the Sync All button. This was the last example for history correction and is the end of our SmartLog operator training.